Hello, Leandro. How are you? Good afternoon.
Hi, teacher, and good afternoon. I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. All right. Well, let's please continue with our class. And well, let's please, uh, let's please continue. So yesterday we were talking about personality adjectives and we did some of the grammar. No, right? We finished with the conversation only.
Yes, exactly. With the conversation.
Great. So let's please continue from this part. Well, in this unit, unit number 2 in grammar, you are going to be reviewing about the use of the present perfect indefinite past. What is the meaning of indefinite past? Well, we are not going to be mentioning the time in which this sentence or action happened, and that's how you create the indefinite past. Let's see, please, more in detail how you can create present perfect sentences referring to the indefinite past. Well, as you can see here, we have an example. They've been to Rome. You know that have is the auxiliary for the present perfect tense. Actually, have and has work for the singular subjects, he, she, it, and have work for the singular subject, I, and for the plural subjects. So I, we, you, they. And well, they've been to Rome. What verb tense is this? Present perfect, right? Because we can identify the auxiliary. Is this action past, present, or future? It's past. And do you know exactly when this action happened, Leandro? Do
And
you
no,
know
teacher,
when
we don't
this?
know.
We don't know exactly because here we are not adding further information, right? We are just saying that they have been to Rome. We don't know when. We don't know if they are still there. Don't know. So this is whenever we are referring about the indefinite past, whenever we don't know when this action happened. And well, as I said before, we can create examples using the present perfect for indefinite past, using a subject followed by the auxiliary, corresponding auxiliary, followed by the verb in the past participle tense and the complement. So I can say, they have visited Egypt. We know when this happened? No, we don't know when this happened. She has been there. We know when she has been there? No, we don't know exactly when this action happened. But if we are saying they have not visited Egypt, do we know when this action happened?
We know that that action didn't happen yet. No, haven't happened yet.
Exactly, yes. So we can, of course, we can use and make negative sentences. Yes, we can. But in that case, we were not talking about an indefinite past, no? Indefinite past only with present, with affirmative sentence. All right, and well, this is it for the indefinite past simple present perfect. So, all right. So, do you remember the the grammar structure of the present perfect tense? Yes or no?
Um, I think that is subject plus have or has plus the verb in past participle and the complement. I think.
Perfect. Yes, very good. So I don't think we need to review that because that's something that we have seen in a model before. All right. So, okay. And this is perfect with adverbs. All right. Let's please go on to the practice one. If you know the grammar structure, that's perfect because we review the present perfect tense grammar tense in A6, Model 6. That's why I was asking if you know or didn't know, in case that you wanted to check on me. All right,
Okay.
but
Teacher, I have a question.
tell me.
When we are talking about countries, like in the example, they have been to Rome. Is to Rome? Like every time that we talk about countries is to, we can't say in Rome.
Well, here, just because you're using the preposition to, you're referring to this place in general, right? So they could have been to Rome, maybe just in a flight that flew over Rome. But if you say that they have been specifically in Rome, that means that they were in the city of Rome. Okay,
Okay, that's the difference.
that's
Okay.
the difference. Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Sorry, teacher, have you sent a quiz, an
Yes,
activity? Could you send it again because I joined from my PC right now? Okay,
oh,
thank
all
you.
right, perfect. There you go. All
Thank you.
right, work on the practice and let me know when you're finished. Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right, you know. Teacher, I've already finished.
Great. And how did you do on this practice?
I think that very well. I just got one wrong.
Perfect. That's amazing. All right, let's please continue. Well, here. We can also use the present perfect tense with adverbs, right? And well, we are going to be reviewing these adverbs in particular: lately, recently, just, and of course that we are also going to be reviewing on ever and never, but which is here, all right? Let's see. I haven't been to the beach lately. I've been to the beach recently. As you see, lately and recently, they have several meanings, right? In reference to the time, they have the same meaning. Can you please read on this third example?
Okay, I've recently been to the beach.
And the last one?
I've just been to the beach.
Correct. And well, difference in meaning in these two, not at all. All right, they have the same meaning. But this one means that you have just gone. So maybe you have just gone today or yesterday or even this week. As you see here, we can place the adverbs at the end of the sentence after the auxiliary. All right. And here is the structure. We need a subject, of course. As we said, all of the plural subjects plus I work with have. Singular subjects, he, she, it, work with has. Followed by the
Okay,
adverb and followed by the verb in the past participle tense. So I can say, they have just visited Egypt. She has recently been there. And well, we can also use this word never. They have never been there. And into the negative form, of course, we can use them too. I will say they haven't or have not visited Egypt. She has not or she hasn't been there recently. Okay.
okay,
So as you can see, in the negative form, even the affirmative, now we can use this at the end, these adverbs at the end. I can say she hasn't been there recently. She has been there lately, in the affirmative or negative. All right. Well, is there a doubt or a question that you may have about this?
no, I don't think so.
Perfect. It is very important to remember that in American English, we often use just and recently with the simple past tense. You can't use lately with the simple past tense. This is just a reminder, all right? Here, other adverbs that we can use. Here we have a question. Please, can you read on the question?
Okay, have you ever ridden on an elephant?
And the answers, please.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have ridden an elephant in India. No, never. No, I've never ridden an elephant.
Yes. And well, as you can see, there are two ways to answer, right? The short form and the complete form. Short and complete. Here, to make questions, what are we going to be using? Well, we are going to be placing the auxiliary at the beginning before the subject, then the word ever or the word ever, and followed by the past participle tense. And here we have another example. Have they ever visited Egypt? Yes, they have. Or no, they haven't. Has she ever been there? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Oh, no, never. I can also make a short answer with the word never
Okay.
here. To answer positively, we normally add more information. To answer negatively, we normally use never, as you can see here, right? And these
Okay.
are the use of the present perfect with adverbs.
Okay. In the questions, you have to use always, ever.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Let's please work on the practice.
Okay. I will let you know when I finish.
Thank you.
Your I've already finished.
Great. How did you do in this practice?
I think well because I just got one wrong as the other exercise.
Perfect. That's amazing. All right. Well, if you don't have any further questions, we can move on.
I have a question. How can we difference in a better way between between just and already?
Oh, just and already.
Yes. How can we difference between them? Like difference between the.
Basically, just is something that you just did on the at the moment of speaking or before the moment of speaking. And already is something that you did, but not at the moment of speaking, maybe a day before, even 3 days before. All right. Already is like saying also recently, but just is very, very recent. That's the
Ah,
difference.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's please move on here. Next thing you're going to be reviewing on this unit is the use of should, the modal verb, versus ought to. What is the difference exactly? Well, we are going to be studying this. We are going to be using the modal verb should to make an advice or suggestion to someone. For example, here, please, can you read on the sentence?
Okay. Your hair is too long. You should get a haircut.
Perfect. And also to express a situation likely in the present, like happening in the present.
Okay. And Mary should be at home now. Give her a call.
Also, we can use should to make a likely in the future, like a prediction, something that may happen.
They should win tonight. They are a better team.
And also we can use should followed by have and followed by the past participle. For example, here. Oh, here.
Um.
Sorry, the meaning. Please read first the example, please.
Okay. You should have given your boss the report yesterday when we asked for it.
Correct.
When
The
he asked.
meaning is that the subject did not fulfill their obligation in the past or did not act responsibly, right? He didn't give out his report on time. That was the problem of the subject. And here, the last use is should followed by be and followed by a verb in the ing form. Please, can you read on the example?
Yeah. Okay. You should be wearing your seat belt. We should be studying for the test right now.
Correct. And what is the meaning of this? The meaning is that the subject is not fulfilling their obligation now or is not acting sensibly. All right. In this case, in the first sentence, the subject is not acting sensibly, no, because maybe they can have a car accident. So it's very important. And on the second one is that they are not doing their obligation, right? We should be studying for the test right now, but maybe they're doing something else. Maybe they're watching TV. And well, these are some of the use of, well, all of the uses of should. Now here, should versus ought to. What is the difference really between these two? Well, should can be replaced by ought to without a change in meaning. For example, you ought to study more is the same as saying you should study more. It's the same. Note, ought to sounds more formal than should and is used less frequently. All right. So although ought to is more formal, most of the people don't use it anymore. Okay.
Okay.
But they have the same meaning. We use shouldn't to advise not to do something, usually because it is bad or wrong. And here we have some examples. Please, can you read on these examples?
And you shouldn't throw your leader onto the street.
Yes. And the second one, please.
He shouldn't play with those wires if he doesn't know what he's doing.
And the last one,
You shouldn't work so much.
perfect. So is there a difference between should and ought to? No. We can say that in meaning there isn't a difference, but in formality, yes. Ought to is more formal, but most of the people nowadays are just forgetting about the use. It's the same as the present perfect. Whenever you talk with someone, you are barely going to listen people using the present perfect. They rather to use simple past, simple present, and future. Okay.
Mm,
But nevertheless, it is very important for us to review because in grammar, in written grammar, we have to know all of this. Okay.
yes.
Well, is there any doubt or question that you may have?
Yes. What is in the example of shouldn't? You shouldn't throw your litter. What is litter?
Your garbage?
Okay, and onto is like into, but onto is like it is above.
Yes, on the street, no, onto the street. So that means on the highway, on the
Okay. I think litter is like the British way to say garbage. Garbage.
yes, it's basically the action, no? Your litter is like your garbage, the garbage that you have.
Okay, I think that that's all.
All right, perfect. Let's please work on the practices. Okay, that's the first one, okay?
Okay, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, I've already finished.
Nice. And how did you do on this first practice?
I think that well too. I think that I just got one wrong.
Right, perfect. Please work on this last practice. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, teacher, I've already finished.
Great job. And how did you do?
I think that I just got one wrong as well.
All right, perfect. So is there a doubt or a question that you may have about this?
Um, there is any negative form of to?
Oh, yes, there is. You can say ought not to, or the contracted form oughtn't to. So basically you have
It,
three
it,
more.
it will be oft, not to,
Yes. And the contracted form is adding an apostrophe, NT, and then to.
oft, and nt, like that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And a question with up to, what could it be?
Question with ought to. Well, I think because this is a modal verb that is only used to give advices and suggestions, well, the use of this modal verb is only after a subject. Therefore, I think questions are not available with this model.
Okay, there is no questions with up to.
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay, thank you. That will be
Yeah.
all.
All right, very good. Let's please move on with the next. Well, here we have a conversation practice about tourism and holidays. Let's please begin with the first question. If you could go on a holiday anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? And what would you do there?
Yeah, okay. If I could go on holiday anywhere in the world, I think that I would that I would choose Norway. Because I think that is like it's a beautiful place. It's just green. There are rivers. There are mountains, and it's so quiet as I like. I think that it will be Norway or Switzerland.
All right. And if you could go on a holiday with a famous person, living or dead, who would you go with? Why? And what would you talk about?
Mm, I think that I would go with. I think that I would go and with Nikola Tesla. It was a physician. I think that I would talk about physics with him, like what is he thinking about life, about that kind of things.
Mm-hmm. All right. And have you ever been on a safari? Would you like to go on one? Why? And what are the advantages or disadvantages of safari holidays?
And no, I've never been on a safari, and I would really like to go on one. I think that some advantages are that you can take beautiful pictures, like you can take beautiful pictures with the animals, like that, and you can just get amazed by the nature. And disadvantage, I think that it can be so tiring because it's like an entire day in a, how do you say, savannah?
In the savannah, the same?
Okay, in the savannah. I think that will be.
All right. Do you prefer holidays where you can travel around, and stay in different places? Or do you prefer staying in one place? Explain your reasons to me, please.
Okay. I really prefer holidays where I stay in different places because in this case I can I can be on more places and know a lot more about more people, more cultures, and just have new experiences. It's not like staying at the same place. You in this case you can stay at different places and just have a different experiences in your holiday.
All right. How important is it for young people to visit other countries?
I think that is one of the most important things for young people, almost as important as learning other languages. Because if you visit other countries, you expand your thinking and your mind. Like you just become more mature, and knowing that there are other cultures, other people, and just having experiences and before you get older.
Indeed, that's 100% true. And I think you make also personal connections. And whenever you are professional, that's very important, right? To expand your horizons. All right. Well, here,
Expand
how
your thing.
important is it to find about the culture and customs of the country you're going to on a holiday?
Um, I think that is so important because in this mode, you know that you didn't just travel just to have fun, just to stay in a hotel or go to a pool. In this case, if you know about the culture and customs that there are in this place, you expand your thinking, you expand your mind, you know, and more things about other people, other cultures, and you just become more human.
All right. In what ways do you think tourism can be harmful to the local landscape and environment? What, in your opinion, can be done to reduce the damage done by tourism?
Mm, okay, I think that, in my opinion, is that tourists, and most of tourists don't look for damage the landscape of the place that they are going. And obviously, there are some people that that do that damage the landscape. But I think that what can be done to reduce the damage by tourism is like just conscientizing the people that are coming to another country that is not his or her country or her city, and say it's not your country, and it's like you can't go and damage the house of your friend because it's not your house. It's like that. I think that it we can do that.
Right? And what benefits can tourism bring to a city or country?
Benefits. I think that tourism has a lot of benefits to a city or a country. It doesn't matter if this city of country is so big or so little, because tourism is principally it's a very good economical process. Well, it's a way to gain to win money for a country. It's so important to make your country look better for the tourism, because in that way more people are interested to go, and your country become more rich and more known in the world.
Okay, all right. Well, yes, indeed. Tourism comes with profits, right? For the countries
Yes.
especially. But also we have to think about the damage, no? Well, no matter
Yes.
if the tourists take the precautions needed, still, no, they damage.
Yes.
So let's see. They damage the landscape. All right, yes, please. And I think, well, now we are going to be reviewing on the differences with will and going to. We know that will and going to are future tenses, both of them. But let's see what is the difference between them, because both of them refer to future. It is the same of saying, I think it will be foggy tomorrow, and also saying, I think it is going to be foggy tomorrow. The meaning is the same. But what is the difference in context? Let's review. Will. We use it to express future actions decided at the moment of speaking. So that means that they are immediate decisions. For example, when you're in a restaurant, you will say, please, can you read on the example?
Okay. I will have salad and the fish.
Great. And well, here on the other hand, going to. Whenever we are using going to, we are going to be expressing future plans decided before the moment of speaking. That means prior plans. Please, can you read on the example?
Okay. I'm going to visit my aunt next Friday.
Yes. Here. Expresses a prediction based on personal opinion or experiences. Predictions without evidence. So it's what you think. Please.
I think United will win the game.
And well, going to, we use it to express a prediction based on present evidence. Predictions with evidence, please.
Look at those black clouds. It is going to rain.
And we can use will to express the future fact, like,
The sun will rise tomorrow.
yes, it is a fact that each and every day we are going to be seeing the sun on the sky, right? And then going to express something that is about to happen. For example,
Get back. The bomb is going to explode.
perfect. So we can say whenever in terms of percentage on how sure we know that something is going to happen, will is around 50%, 51%, and going to is like 100% that will happen, all right? Because whenever we are using going to is when we are going to be talking about something that we have planned before with anticipation, whereas will are just some examples that you take at the moment of speaking. For example, um, we will go to the movies. It may happen or it may not. We don't know. And here, this one, we are going to do a practice because we have a practice here, right?
All right.
And I can say also, I will go to the supermarket. Maybe I will change my plans later on, who knows, all right? So this is the difference between will and going to for expressing future actions. So do you have any doubts or
Okay.
questions?
Mm, no, I think not. Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, let's please work on the practice. So I think we have only 1 minute, but we can save the link for later on because right now I have another class. Let's see. You can save the link and then you will tell me how you did on tomorrow's, okay?
I will tell you tomorrow.
Yes, you can do it until tomorrow. Don't worry, you can do it today and tomorrow we will talk about your practice.
Okay.
All right?
Then thank you, teacher.
No, please let me work on the survey. Please, I almost forgot.
Okay, I will save the link. Okay, teacher. Then thank you.
Here is the survey. Please answer it and thank you very much. This will be it for today.
Okay. Okay, that will be. Then see you tomorrow, teacher.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.